Hi everyone, and welcome to the energy update from July 24th till 30th, 2023. Almost the end of July. Wow. Well, my name is Heike and I would love to share with you what my guides told me for this week. The first topic they gave me was emotional wounds. And this is an energy which lasts until December and may be very strong this week and also when it comes to an end, so again in December. And it's all about emotional healing, about very deep emotional wounds, trauma that we maybe also thought would stuck with us or that we are stuck with forever. Also, it could be something that you really buried, that you were not even anymore aware of or thought you had healed and is coming up again. And we're very much supported and encouraged to heal and to see the potential for learning and personal growth rather than wanting to escape again or trying to look into another direction and to just leave it. This time we may be really positive to address it. Also because maybe you find the right support in form of a healer, a teacher or doctors, whatever the issue is, because as we know, it always has to be healed on all levels, physically, mentally and emotionally. So maybe you come across the right person or the right people now and you feel safe with them, safe enough to really address the big thing now or maybe in December. The guides would like to remind us that nothing can shape you forever unless you allow this, meaning unless you identify with it. And that means that you are emotionally attached to it. So if you think of your trauma and you still have a lot of negative emotion, this is something that would like to be seen, to be addressed and acknowledged. And the healing is not necessarily difficult or long-term or whatever or complicated, because we're now in times where you need to have the attention, clear intention, and it will just go. And also it can be possible that there is something that just wants to be acknowledged, seen, and then you think, oh yeah, right, this is what happened to me, but you feel emotionally neutral. And that means it can just go. You can just let it go. Just say, okay, I've seen you, thank you. And it will just move out of your energy field. So it can be that easy actually right now. The masters had some questions for us. How often do you talk about what happened to you? And what needs to happen so you stop talking about it? Where do you need to grow, to get more information, to learn something that you didn't know so far, maybe? That's what they are after, actually. So it's really about taking steps into that direction. And they also said that when it's healed, you will talk a lot less about it. And then, as I was saying before, it will not anymore emotionally trigger you. It will be like a neutral thing. This is a fact, this happened, and that's it. Yeah. So you're not anymore identifying with it. It's not anymore part of your life attracting you something similar. And that's actually the goal. Okay, the second topic is healing words. And this can be either look like you have trouble, for example, at work, and you just need to talk to a certain person for example, a friend or your loving partner that you know is not only comforting you, but also maybe giving you a different perspective. Yeah, maybe there is a person in your life that you know, if I talk to that person, this person sees it in a different way that enriches me and that helps me looking at this thing differently, because it takes me out of this spiral of always thinking and going the same way, so that you can process it a lot easier. Also, it can be a misunderstanding or a conflict with loved ones that could be healed through a conversation from heart to heart. And it's maybe a good idea to first journal about it, to write it down, because sometimes we have an emotional veil over everything and then we can't find the right words. So if you first allow this a little time to process, so you can see it more neutral as we did before, like, okay, these are the facts and this is how I felt, and you can just communicate it like this without again feeling, overwhelmed. This is so much more helpful. And maybe you also want to make sure that you schedule this conversation, like saying, okay, whatever person it is, I would like to have a conversation with you about this and this. Yeah, when can we do that? So you make sure the person is available, also emotionally available, and there is enough time. And it's not like, okay, you got to do this in 3 minutes and that won't work. So this is really important. But if you have this intention, you know what you want to talk about, you've got it all written out, or like the points that you need to clear, and also you are clear that you want to do this, communicating to the universe, okay, I'm going to have this conversation, I want to have this conversation. Maybe also that the universe gives you a chance, and then use it, acknowledge it, because the universe may also pick the right time and place. And you will feel that. If you feel like, okay, I've processed it, and then you feel like, everything's here now, everything that I need for this conversation is here now, just at this right moment, then you're meant to have it. Yeah, this is how you are so intuitive that you may start talking and then realizing, okay, I'm in the middle of this conversation that I wanted to have. This is also something that's possible. Okay, the message from the masters is that during the past years, many people were not very pleased about the way in which, for example, official announcements were made. There was at least, for example, in my country, there was a very harsh tone. And I felt, and not only me, that we were treated like little children who have not been obedient, like you were bad. And no, we were not bad. We are human beings and we are living our lives. Yeah. So the guide said that they would like us to also heal this through our own words, meaning, how could you make a difference in this world with your kind words in your environment? And how can you be kind and loving in your conversations, or more kind, more loving in your conversations, that you really maybe want to observe yourself a little bit of how you're communicating and how you could just do it more and more and more from your heart. That's actually what they're trying to say. And also, they ask us, what would you need from yourself or in general in conversations? To think about that, and to, of course, give this first yourself, and then you will be receiving it more and more. Yeah, and remember, you can always ask for help. This is always also what they told us. So yeah, thank you. We're at the end here. Thank you very, very much for your time and your attention, and for subscribing, liking and sharing, so this channel grows and it can help more and more people. Yeah, we're also pleased about that. And if you want more of the guide from the guides, you can have it at Instagram at Heike Dance, and also they are guiding a workout which helps us process the energies that we're living in, which are, yes, as we all know, quite challenging. It also helps you, of course, with physical issues. It helps you with your intuition, and with the brings the energy field just into balance. You'll notice anyway. You find this on YouTube, Feel Good Workout Heike Bartels, by the way. So thank you very, very much, and we all see you again for the next update. Have a lovely week.